All right. Well, we're coming up towards 9 a.m., just about the top of the hour here. So we've had some opportunities already this morning, but it's been a little slow. It's better to have a little opportunity and a little something than nothing at all, but we're still in a little bit of a grind. So the things that we'll watch this morning, I guess kind of game plan will be, we'll go over our watch list here. We'll go through the gap scanner. We'll see what we can find, hopefully for good opportunities. Maybe take a couple trades, and then class will be at 11 a.m. again today for Warrior Pro members. So this morning, leading gap right now is ALYA. It's on the cheaper side. This one I'm, kind of not that interested in. It's just a little cheaper. It's pulling back. FRGT, second leading gapper. It already came up here, just hit a high of 73. The level 2 on it, it does seem fairly stacked, which is kind of surprising. It's lower float and lower price, but I don't know. I'm not sure about it. VS, this one's a cheap stock. VRAX, this one's $20, a little more expensive. I had one trade on it, $50 of profit, so a small winner. PGY, float shows higher than I think it actually is. This one we've traded a couple times here, as you probably recall. So we've got that kind of eye on yesterday's high of $14.17. Right now it's back right around the VWAP. So, I think the question on this one will be whether or not it provides a 5-minute pattern and gives us more opportunities. It certainly may, but seems like maybe a MACD crossover there, moving averages kind of coming back together. Nice trade right there, break of 11, micro pullback, squeeze through 12. I was hoping for a little bit more, up to 1250, but was break even on my last trade, more or less. High of this candle's 81. So right now you've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candles of pullback with a high of 81. 5-minute candle is going to close in about 30 seconds at 9 a.m. We'll watch 9 a.m. to see if there's any breaking news on other stocks, because it's certainly possible. So we'll keep watching for news on other stocks. But yeah, see, this is pulling back there. So this is a break of VWAP coming down towards the 20. There are times where I would take a dip on it, but I just don't want to push my luck. So I'm not going to dip trade that just yet. It's below VWAP. Thanks for those tuning in for the morning show. Appreciate you guys being here as always. Reminder that members over at Warrior Trading have access to an ultra low latency broadcast. There's no ads, so they get to watch me in real time. Those tuning in on YouTube have a little bit of latency, so just be aware of that. Reminders always, trading is risky. My results are not typical, so you should take it slow. Don't try to blindly follow me or anyone else. This is a fast-moving market. S&P 500 pulling back just a little bit. So VRAX, this would need to get back up over 22, 22.50. Nice move there from 15 up to 24, $9 a share. PGY, as it's kind of been the last few days, it's very volatile. So I think the pattern that we had before last week was we had big action on Wednesday, slow on Thursday, big action Friday. And now we have slow action on Monday, right? So big action Friday, slow on Monday, and now is it this like kind of breakout where if we break yesterday's high of 1235, that then we get this bigger move the way we did the previous day. Maybe. We'll find out. We're not there yet, so not sure. But it's holding up relatively well. It broke through descending resistance. FRGT still moving a little higher on the scans. You can see that this one has a hidden seller there, just got bought up, but it's definitely a bit more thickly traded than you would typically expect from a stock with a lower float. Not sure if there's a higher level of institutional ownership, but relatively light average daily volume, right? It's got 6.9 million shares today. Volume yesterday was 3,000 shares. 200 moving average is at 317. It's a reverse split. It's not blue sky setup. It's been around for a while. Reminder for those on YouTube, tomorrow at 1 o'clock, 1 p.m. Eastern, I'm going to host a condensed version of the 5-chapter Algo scalping strategy class I've been teaching for pro members. I'll be teaching a condensed version for those of you on YouTube who are interested in watching. So there's a link that is posted in the comments and will be pinned to the top comment, and it'll be down in the description, so you guys can check that out if you want to learn about algo scalping. FRGT is a good example of an algo scalp that then turned into continuation. So this move right here, initially on breaking news, nice algo scalp as it's squeezing up, then goes into a long period of consolidation, and now you're getting a little continuation on the news. The problem here was that I sat down a little later today. Wanted to save my energy for class at 11 a.m. Yesterday we had class from about 11 till 3, something like that, 3:30. Well, it's possible that traders using a different broker who see charts differently would think it's a blue sky setup. And if people think it's blue sky and believe it's blue sky, they'll trade it as though it's blue sky, which would be more aggressive. But of course, I can see that that's not the case. And I'm also, as I'm looking at the level 2 and seeing the price action, it doesn't feel like it's moving quickly enough. So I'm going to sit on the sidelines on it. PGY is holding the 20 moving average, but it's below volume weight average price. High this last 5-minute candle was 11.58. Sometimes we see these sub VWAP traps where a stock gets under VWAP, looks like it's going to fade, and then pops back above it. That'll sometimes give a little opportunity for a trade, so I'll keep it on watch. VRAX is pulling back a bit, so I'm not sure that we're going to get anything on that one. LBRT moving up the scan, RDBX, watched that yesterday. Nice mark. NVCN, yep, so it looks like maybe a algo scalp there as it started to pop up. Algo squeeze high to 8. Not seeing news on it just yet. Volume is light. NVCN, FDA approval, so there actually is news on it. Unfortunately, the spreads are too big, so it makes the risk too high. Bigger spreads, lighter volume, not uncommon. 200 moving average on it is 11.75. So interestingly, the level 2 right now you can see is 726 by 8 87, but the last order that went through was at 764. So, you know, it's quoting higher, but it's not actually moving higher. Okay, so PGY. Quick long on PGY there for the pop back through VWAP. Nice. That was a nice sub VWAP trap, right? Nice pop there. New order, high of this candle is 85. So adding right there. Quick trade, very nice. Happy with that. Profit at 87, new order $12. Has to prove it can hold that level. Added there. Now looking for the squeeze through 12. So once we get back above this level, now we're looking for a move back to 12.25. Watching over 12.10 to scale in for the squeeze through 12.23. Nice move there. Watching this dip. So we've got 94 on the bid, flat at 90 for now, break even trade on that one. Whenever I buy like that, I feel like I'm in a little too high. I'll just get out flat and then I can get back in if it holds. Watching for the next pullback. So red flag there, high volume on a red candle. See that? High volume red candle, high is 97. Shorts might position off that level. We do have the moving averages that kind of went against us, but that'll happen on a sub VWAP setup. Break a VWAP trade. Starter at 75 to buy the dip. We might retest VWAP, we'll see. If not, I'll be adding for the move over 12. Flat at 84, waiting for the next dip, down to 70 or 50. Is it a green candle? Let's do. I don't know, I see it as red. Added back 75, only 1,000 shares. These types of stocks where you have a little bit of a spread can give you an opportunity to buy the dip and then catch a quick pop for 10 cents. That's a bottoming tail candle there, but we would need to see it break back over 12. We'll take profit at 95 coming into 12. I'm not sure it's going to break this level. I'll let it pull back, try to buy another dip, keep doing dip trades on it. We're starting to set up an ABCD pattern on the 5. CORZ news. Nope, I have not increased. So already a little action on PGY. Reminders always that trading is risky. My results are not typical, so make sure you take it slow. So there's 76 on the bid. A little bit of a bid stack there on the offer. So 61 would be a nice place to catch a dip. 61 being volume weighted average price. Starter at 84. We'll sell probably around 12. Just look to catch quick pops. A little profit at 91. Flat the rest. So some questions about PGY float. So my understanding is that, well, two things. So when we first had it last week, when it first started to pop up, I said the same thing. I said, I don't know. The float says 650 million shares. I don't think I'm going to trade this. And on that day, it ended up going from $2 to, you know, like whatever it was, $2.75 to $8. So at that point, I was like, I mean, you know, obviously, so I missed the move. So I realized, okay, well, either the float is that high, but for some reason it's trading really, really well, or the float's not correct. And so what I have learned is that the float is actually lower. So, you know, and this is something that happens sometimes with de-SPAC companies or recent IPOs, or even reverse splits, that the float will change and the market data vendors don't have it quite right. So in this case, price action is higher than the metric that's showing in most market data providers right now. I have one provider that shows it at 459 million share float. You know, I mean, that's 100 million shares different from what we have here, 200 million shares different. But it's also wrong. So sometimes this happens, and ultimately price action is what guides us. So another dip trade there for me. Watching now. This one I'm going to hold for the breakthrough 12 because we're on an ABCD pattern. So now I'm going to watch to add this at 12.15. Adding at 12.13, we'll add at 12.25 and 35. This is actually a really classic ABCD pattern that we've got right now. Watch over, there we go, there's 25. Now I'm gonna look for the squeeze up to, let's see how much higher we can get. So a little resistance there, booking a little bit of profit off of that level. A near perfect ABCD pattern on the breakout there through 12. High was 12.27, best exit 12.10, and I actually added at 12.25. Still holding a position, looking for continuation through 12.27. Added at 12.07. There's 12.12. Holding just 500 shares right now. So a couple nice trades. Dip at 91, added at 92. Nice dips there. Let's see if it pops back up to 12.10. This price action is kind of similar to what it was doing earlier. A little bit of profit at 12.02, 12.03. Sizing back down. So we kind of have a double top. Watching for more dips. Added at 91. Profit 97 as it comes back up. High was 23. This one broke to 27. So we're getting a little closer to the opening bell. Dip trade at 80 and 76, buying the dip. Nice pop, back up to 86. Happy with that. Needs to break, I agree on the daily. 1235. So a nice ABCD pattern, but disappointing that it's not at 1250 right now, or 13. Dip at 79. There's a pop back up to 88. That's 10 cents. Yep, on the ask. FRGT going a little higher. No trade on FRGT for now. PGY, bought the dip at 82. Just doing little dip trades back up to 90, 95. We'll see if we can get through back over 12. This is on a 1 minute pullback here off the 20 moving average. Stopped out at 81, small loss on that one. Flat at 81. 20 moving average is at 71. VWAP is also right around this level. It's a tough chart though. That's a gravestone doji on the 5. Dip at 62. Pop back up to 70. Looking for 75. Added there, 68. Flat at 58. So now it's breaking VWAP. Tried to do the bounce off of VWAP right there, but if it's going to break, I'm going to let it go. Lost about 6 cents a share on that. 2,000 shares, about $120. All right, well, PGY, put it on the side. We'll see if it comes back up, but it's pulled back a bit too much now. FAZE. FRGT. Getting closer to that daily 200 moving average. FRGT picking up a little bit of speed there. So reminder, as always, trading is risky. Most beginner traders lose money, so you've got to take it slow, practice in a simulator before you put real money on the line. FRGT coming up towards 3. Members over at Warrior have access to the real-time, ultra-low latency broadcast. Those of you guys on YouTube, you've got a little bit of delay versus real time. But thank you guys as always for tuning in. I hope you enjoy this, and I hope you're able to use this to build your watch list a little bit of stocks that are interesting today. FRGT up to 299. $2.99 on the ask, getting bought up. Looks like 3 coming next. $2.98. Well, seller comes in under the ask. There's 3 getting bought up. 301, 302. 9.7 million shares of volume on FRGT. VRAX. Yeah. Nice, Bruno. Good job. Good work getting green. That's awesome. Well, I was hoping, optimistically for a little more action on PGY. I was hoping a break of 12.25, a move up to 12.50 into 13, and then a retest of yesterday's high of Friday's high of 14.17. So didn't quite get that, but we're sort of back to this level of the struggle that we've had at 12. Right. So right now you can see it's back below 12, but it's it's still holding up relatively well, but we'll see if we get more opportunities. So PGY is on a side chart for now. VRAX is on a side chart for now. FRGT, well, because you've got the 200 moving average close by, I'm not sure that it's super good risk reward on it up here, but we'll see. All right, so we've got a few minutes to the opening bell. Reminder again, those tuning in on YouTube, we've got a link to register to the concise algo scalping strategy class that's going to be on Wednesday at 1 o'clock. So you guys can check out the link to register to that if you want to attend. Warrior members, we taught chapters 1 through 3 yesterday. Chapters 4 and 5 I'll teach today starting at 11 a.m. And we've got a software update coming for Warrior members this week as well. So you guys can stay tuned for that. I'll give you a sneak preview so you can take a look at what it's going to be. And yeah, that's where we're at right now. So we've got a few minutes to the opening bell. Have done fairly well so far today. Small gains on VRAX, bigger gains on PGY, keeping max share size small, being disciplined about taking base hits, taking profit, adding back if it goes higher, cutting losses pretty quickly. Have had a couple losses today. They've been small in the range of $100 to $200. So totally fine, good on the risk management side of things. And now as we go into the open, since I've hit my $5,000 daily goal, I want to kind of size down, keep trading, but trade with smaller size. That way, if I catch a loss, I'm not going to give back too much of the profit. And if I can add a little bit more icing to the cake, then that's great. But you don't want to throw the cake out the window when you're just trying to add a little on top. All right, so that's the game plan. And again, for those on YouTube, reminder that in case you don't already know, trading is risky. My results are not typical. We are running ads on the YouTube channel right now, so the YouTube channel is going to be a little bit delayed. We're trying to feed that YouTube algo. I hope it helps the channel. I hope it encourages YouTube to recommend this video to other traders out there who are interested in learning more about the market. And you guys hitting a thumbs up and sharing it and being subscribers all helps as well. So thank you guys, and we'll be back at it first thing tomorrow morning for the morning show around 8:45, 9 a.m. All right, I'll see you then.